I'm totally bummed. Hello, Mrs. Gleen.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
This is lame.
Yeah, I'm totally irritated right now because, like, we have some issues. Hello, Z-Man. How's it going?
Hey, guys. What's up?
We have a...
Deep breaths.
Deep breaths, yes. I know we're on Twitch here, and I'm going to rant about YouTube.
Find your zen.
We have a copyright claim against us on YouTube for who knows what. Apparently, we were too good at doing our show, and so we have a copyright claim against us on YouTube. And so we have decided we are going to be here on Twitch. For now, we will download this, put it up on YouTube. Hello, Colin.
Hey. I'm pretty sure Z-Man is Zendel.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure it is too.
But
Z-Man,
if it's not...
you're Zendel, right?
Well, see, now everybody has alter egos, like observing stuff.
Now I gotta learn new people. We don't have a choice.
Yeah, we don't have a choice. We have to go on here, otherwise there will be no stream.
We cannot do a live stream on YouTube
because YouTube is dumb.
Because we have a copyright strike against us for our show from last night. There wasn't any singing other than me singing the Firefly Funhouse song, and we got a copyright from Sony. What was it, Mrs. Gleen? Sony Productions. What was it? Sony Productions.
It wasn't even like Sony.
It was Sony. The copyright claim came from Sony Productions, which is part of the Marksman something stupid. I don't know. YouTube is stupid. One of my favorite YouTubers got his channel taken down because of WWE. I don't think it's because of WWE. I think some losers are out there, and then you have to like jump through hoops to file a claim against WWE, Sony, something from India. You have to jump through hoops to get it taken down. So, like, we're in the process of jumping through hoops and trying to get everything fixed. It's ridiculous the way they have it done. And I don't have a clue, how... Markscan Enforcement is the channel that made the claim, yes. So, who knows? I don't know how long it's going to take. I don't know if we'll get a hold of anybody from YouTube.
Well, we do know how long it's going to take. If we can't get the stuff figured out, then we can't stream on our YouTube channel for 90 days.
Yeah.
So for the next 3 months.
So you get a counter, you get one strike against you, and you can't stream for 90 days. And, like, trying to get to YouTube is like, well, it's worse than pulling teeth. Because I could probably pull my teeth out easier than, like, dealing with YouTube. So, hopefully, we get it figured out, we get it fixed. And then we can, do
sucks, because that's where the majority of our, stuff comes from.
We have, 300 videos up there.
I know. It's lame.
So it's, ridiculous that, the way they do it.
November 21st, and you'll be unlocked. Yes.
I tell you what, Mcafee did a good job. I thought it was a good match.
Yeah, we're going to talk about it.
He did a lot better than I thought he would do.
I'm going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about NXT Takeover first, but I'm getting the stupid tweet out first. I have to put the hashtags on. 1 second to send it, because it's different, because I have to find the button on Twitch, because I never send it out from Twitch. Okay.
Yeah, because life is different. I'm still calling, by the way, Mrs. G. Yes, Madger is still calling. He hasn't changed his name.
So
Colin might change his name next week, though. The plan is stream here and then DL the stream and upload his video to YouTube because they aren't locked off from uploading. Yes, just streaming. You got hit with a non-compete clause. Yes, we have a non-compete clause now. We can't compete on YouTube anymore for at least a short time and for 90 days possibly. So we'll see. We are challenging our non-compete clause. Let's get it out.
Garbage, yes.
So, NXT and AEW. I thought that both of them were pretty good shows.
I enjoyed both. Yes.
It was, and McAfee actually did better than I thought he would. So it was pretty cool, I thought.
So.
No YouTube, Kobe, as we got
No YouTube.
a copyright strike against us.
For what? We don't know.
Because our show was so good last night, they feared us taking over WWE's channel and thought we would have so many fans coming to our channel to talk WWE. And so we are on here because we can't get on YouTube. We will
Sorry, that's just me dropping my phone.
We will be live live here tomorrow on Twitch. We will be uploading everything from here to YouTube. So we will not be live on YouTube, but we will be putting content still on YouTube. I believe, Scott, it's all your fault. The banana and mayo sandwich is what caused us to get a copyright content. Thank you, Scott. We didn't even have anything to do with it, and you talked about a banana and mayo sandwich, and you messed it up. We appreciate that. Couldn't have been the mayo. Must have been the bananas. I have a lot to say to YouTube about this. Yes. Mayo is totally innocent. Yeah, Mayo apparently had he was just a bystander through this whole thing, and so yeah. But I'm kind of irritated by the whole thing. It's been a headache. Last night when we got on it was the 2-year-old. Yeah, could have been that too. Could have been us talking about the 2-year-old and his great singing skills, and so. Yeah, who knows?
So anyways, guys.
Could have been the PB that made the claim feeling left out and stuff. Yes, could have been the peanut butter that was left out, and he made the claim, and so yeah, so we will be live here until further notice.
YouTube can't stop us from streaming. Because we're just...
I will tell you that the YouTube's support system is terrible.
Yes, it is. It's awful. It's awful. You literally can, like, it's virtually impossible to find somewhere to contact them. It's virtually impossible.
We on here, on Twitch, we had an issue with my son's channel. We emailed them, and, like, within 24 hours, they had us fixed and back up. Like, trying to find a place to even get a hold of YouTube support is impossible unless you are a partner on YouTube. And we are not a partner because we do not have 1,000 followers yet.
Yeah, because, YouTube... Okay, well, there's a bunch of things wrong with YouTube because YouTube first, they made the rules really hard.
So, yes, we are bashing YouTube right now before we start talking about wrestling.
Sorry, folks. Sorry. But YouTube's made it virtually impossible to get anywhere with your channels because you have to have 1,000 followers before you can literally do jack squat. And it wasn't like that before. But then they were like, oh, well, we need to put more stuff in,
Thanks, Scott.
In place because, yeah. And I'm just kind of like, why? Why? Like, why must you be stupid, okay? They moved the goalposts several times. And, like, in the, I don't know how long we've been streaming on YouTube or, like, using YouTube for stuff. It's, like, they moved the goalpost. And it's, like, at first it was, like, 100. And then they were like, oh, just kidding.
Hello, James. How
we're going to push it out, and now it's going to be, like, 500. And they were like, just kidding. We're going to make it 1,000. So you can't get anywhere until you have 1,000 followers. You can't do this. You can't do that. You can't do blah, 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 blah. Like, you legit can't do anything until you have 1,000 followers. And so it's virtually impossible for anybody to get anywhere. You can't monetize anything. You can't, like, nothing. Nothing. Nothing.
That's another story because the little ones, the 8-year-old has a channel, and she was almost at the
goalpost
to get to the goalpost, and they changed it and moved it, and
we were like, well, great. So yeah, YT forgets about their small content creators. They wouldn't even be where they are right now.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
Dakota should have won. Nope, James. It went just like I thought it would.
Can we bash YouTube
for an hour?
Like, I don't even understand.
Right now, I could probably bash YouTube forever.
Like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't know why they need to be stupid.
But since you're not here to bash YouTube, we will go ahead and talk about
we probably could.
NXT.
So, NXT TakeOver, honestly, going into this, I wasn't super excited. Wasn't really... it's not that I wasn't looking forward to watching this, but
Let's bash NXT instead.
I guess I just wasn't looking forward to this. Like, the storylines going into it, I didn't really love everything that was happening, but I was pleasantly surprised with tonight's pay-per-view. It was really, really good, and I really, really enjoyed it.
Definitely thought it was good.
So...
And they actually set some stuff up for later on.
Yeah.
What happened to YouTube? We got a copyright strike, James.
For what reason?
Our show last night was so good, they felt that we were about to take over WWE.
So they were like,
said,
we need to
you
put a
guys
stop
are way
to
too
that.
good for us. You're better than anything that YouTube or WWE puts out. And so they put a copyright strike against us for who knows what. Because I have there's no videos, there's no pictures, there's nothing that could have been, there wasn't even singing.
No.
So I don't know how they
threw a copyright. I don't know either. It's dumb.
How they just threw a copyright out there
it.
for, and the copyright strike is from a bogus company out of India. So I have no clue. No clue why it happened. Give me Demon Finn versus Karrion Kross at WrestleMania 37 weekend. That would be cool. Definitely. So we have Breezango versus Legado del Fantasma.
Versus
Lorcan and Birch.
And the winner of this match gets to fight
each
Imperium
other
for the tag team titles.
When?
I don't know.
North American title match.
No, in a tag team title match.
Well, I meant they fought each other to determine who gets to fight the North American champion.
No, the tag team titles.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
This is for the tag team titles.
They're not going to be fighting each other.
The North American Championship is for later.
That would have been cool. That would have been cool stipulation.
It's going to be later. So,
the tag team that wins this match will wrestle each other for the NXT Championship.
Just so you know, Mr.
Wouldn't that
G,
be cool?
It doesn't appear you're live on Facebook.
Yeah, I know. I didn't push live on Facebook. I didn't even put anything out on Facebook.
So, we're just on Twitch tonight.
Yeah.
So, we'll get it figured out. YouTube will not stop us. We're still doing our SummerSlam watch-along tomorrow. It'll be here.
Yeah, it'll be on Twitch. Unless we somehow get...
Hey, Mrs. G, you spelled that wrong. You spelled that wrong. You put an H. It's supposed to be an F.
The standoff between Rhea and Raquel was amazing. Yes.
Man. So yeah. Breezango won this, so that means you got a point and I didn't.
That's right. Because I knew Breezango
Because I said that Legado del Fantasma was going to win.
Yeah.
But
it's because Breezango was, like, awesome.
Breezango's great.
Yeah.
I suppose. They're great. I'm going to move this over here.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we're going to move this over here.
All right.
Make it bigger.
Good.
Sorry.
So then we have Finn Balor versus Margaret Thatcher.
Timothy Thatcher.
Timothy Thatcher.
I enjoyed this match. I thought it was good.
We were supposed to have a command for heck. Guess not. Hey, there's nothing working right. I think we've, like everything is broke. YouTube's broke. Nightbot's broke. Everything's broke. So, Balor versus Thatcher. I thought this was a good match. Why would anybody allow somebody to jump off the top rope onto your chest? I mean, that just seems like, oh, yep, this is going to hurt.
Wait, what?
Like when Balor does his thing where he jumps off the ropes. And
the coup de grace?
Yeah, when he, why would anybody do that?
Yeah.
I mean, just stand and jump up on somebody and, it's going to hurt. Now you put someone that's 6 feet up and then he jumps up off the top rope and lands on somebody. Why?
I don't know.
Thank you for breaking my ribs. Appreciate it. Let's move on.
Yeah. So yes.
Nightbot's broke. You mean I can say naughty words and not get timed out?
Yes. Grr YouTube.
Spider Manson, how's it going? Yes, grr YouTube. I'm very upset with them. They make me, irritated.
I feel like you should put a disclaimer every time you introduce somebody new into the chat. You need to be like, okay, this is your alter ego, so what's your actual name? Because you're like, I don't know who this is. You know? That's kind of
I
like...
know. I wish they would, like, use the same names on it, like, all across the board. But no, it's like I get Spider-Manson and Nighthawk and Kobe and...
and Z-Man.
But I guess it makes us think, hey, we got more people following us than we thought.
No, just kidding.
They're all different.
No, just kidding. They're all the same people.
Thatcher should have won that match. I thought it was a good match. I'm glad Finn won because Finn's, like, been nowhere. And so,
yes.
thank you for the cheers there, Spider-Manson.
Thank you.
I felt that Finn needed a win here.
Yeah.
Because he's been kind of nowhere.
I agree, but I also feel like this was a really tough match to begin with, to put the two of them against one another, because this is one of Thatcher's big matches, like, since kind of going out on his own and after all these, like, submission videos and stuff, so I feel like he did need to win this, but also Balor needed a win because Balor's been getting nowhere as of late. Balor is pretty much non-existent on the radar of, like, NXT anymore. And I don't know why. I don't know why that is, because...
I assume Spider-Man is one of the good-looking fellows from Hull. Oh, must be Ant.
Yeah. Got it.
At least, well, and maybe it's Dom because he says one of them good-looking fellows, where Ant would have just said it's the good-looking one from Hull.
You're right. Dang, we're still confused.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Dang. Oh, man. No, because if I do, this will be the time it bans me. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like this was just a really tough match to begin with because Thatcher needed the win, but also Balor needed the win. So I don't really know why we did this in the first place. Put these two guys in a match against one another. Like, I don't know.
I think that Thatcher didn't. I mean, it would have helped him, but it's not something I felt that. It's not something that I think that he absolutely had to have.
Yeah.
Where Balor's, like I said, he's been kind of like losing and needed to have a win.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he had to have this.
Yeah.
Okay, it's the best looking fella. Yep.
Okay, well now we know who it is.
Now. Yeah.
Finn should have been...
Good to see you, Dom. Finn should have been in the ladder match. Like, come on, Mister Takeover.
Yeah,
that would have been good too.
Yeah.
But this is okay. I like what they did here.
Yeah, Balor won though,
so
and I was glad that Balor got a win because he hasn't won anything in a long time.
And then we get the match that I loved out of all of them because I love ladder matches where you put like 9 people in a match.
Okay.
And it's for the title.
So this.
Like we can't just have a regular match or a tournament or something like that to have a champion. We have to like have 9 people in a match, and so I don't like these matches. I hate them. I don't understand why they do them.
So we have the North American Championship.
Okay, folks, I'll remember to come here from now on to watch your videos. Gonna get some sleep. See ya. Colin, we will have them uploaded. I'm gonna upload this right after. This will actually be on YouTube. So we will have it. We just aren't live on YouTube. I will have this loaded up.
It will be a video instead.
Yes, it'll be a video instead. I will have this uploaded tonight after our show. I will upload it to YouTube. So it will be there. It's just not going to be immediate.
Yeah. So, the North American Championship ladder match, it was Velveteen Dream, Damian Priest.
And good night, Colin.
Bronson Reed, Cameron Grimes, Johnny Gargano. I think that's everybody.
Yes.
So, there were some really wicked cool spots in this match. Dream died.
Candice was in this match too.
Oh yeah, Candice is in this match too. I forgot. Candice, she made an appearance.
Spider-Manson couldn't be Ant. It has to be Tom. I'm afraid I'm going to have to shoot due to not having seen a takeover and already heard the Dynamite results. Sounds good to us there, Ant.
Hey, don't forget, tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll have to talk about what you want to do.
Tomorrow, we'll be in contact.
Yeah.
I'm saying that we're still doing it because.
Well, I think we should do a stream anyway. But maybe we could. I don't know. We can talk and maybe work something out.
Yes. But we're still doing it regardless. Nobody's gonna stop us from having the biggest party of the summer. Watch along, fun things.
Yes.
Nobody's stopping us.
Yes, definitely.
So.
So this North American Championship match, like I said, I hate ladder matches.
I hate later matches.
Anyway, so does this mean Keith's getting called up? I'll tell you in a minute, James. I have some thoughts on this.
The fun things.
Yes.
Precisely.
So Dream is dead.
Yeah, Dream died. He was pushed off the ladder and fell into the pit of no return. Where that is, I don't know, but he flew over the ropes and over the barricade. So he's dead.
Yeah.
I'm almost positive. Yeah, that was that.
Candace is dead. We'll talk. Keep an eye on Twitter. Nothing can keep the greatest party of summer from happening.
Exactly.
Yes.
Nothing. Not even YouTube.
That's right. Not even YouTube.
No.
Or some company from India.
You want to block us from streaming? Well, guess what?
That's right. We'll find a way around it.
We're going to stream no matter what.
Yeah.
So.
Take that.
You thought you got rid of us? You loser. Not you, Ant. The other people.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you too. I mean, maybe you're like, oh, yes, I get out of this. But, I mean, I don't know.
Dream should be fired.
I agree. Well, okay, yeah, I agree.
Here's the issue I have with that.
But the thing I'm going to say about it is that WWE needs to look into it, and there is literal physical proof that these minors have. So, they need to look into it.
See ya.
And not lie to people and say that they have when they haven't.
By the way, if you have not subscribed to Give Me a Whole Yeah over on YouTube, go subscribe to them, follow them. They put some pretty good content out. They've actually had some interviews with some big name wrestlers. Check them out. JMCM1706 is following. Thank you for the follow, JMCM1706. Appreciate it.
WWE needs to look into it because if they haven't looked into it at all and they're lying to people about it, then that's just it's ridiculous, and they need to look into it because these people that have said this stuff, it's not just one person, it's more than one person. They have evidence, they have screenshots, they have photos, and WWE needs to look into it because from everything I've seen and read, there's actual literal proof, and they need to look into it because not looking into it makes them look really, really bad. Yes. Really bad. And there are people that boycotted this match and would not watch it because Dream is in it. There are people that are boycotting NXT because Dream is still employed by them because they didn't look into these allegations. So they need to think about what they're doing. I don't care how big of a superstar Velveteen Dream is. If he did the things that he's been accused of doing and WWE looks into it and...
Right, I can't sleep.
That's the case.
To keep me entertained.
Then they need to fire him and they need to hand him over to authorities that are not them because they should have no say in what happens here.
If the stuff he's done, they say he's done, the authorities should be involved anyway and should be investigating.
Well, they should be, but if
I mean, that's not a WWE thing.
No, it's not, but WWE needs to take steps to look into this stuff because Triple H says they have, and clearly they haven't because these people that have put out the allegations and have said that they've gotten messages and they have pictures have not been contacted. They have not been talked to. WWE hasn't, looked into anything. And that's where a lot of people have a problem. And that's where, if he did the things that are being said that he did, he's a disgusting human being, and he shouldn't be employed by them. That's the way it is. Yeah.
So Dream is dead. Candace is dead.
Yeah, Candace showed up, and Bronson Reed, they, flew in the air and went splat on Johnny Gargano. So Candace is dead. Bronson Reed's gear was really cool. It was like Bam Bam Bigelow.
Yeah, I thought it was cool.
Like flames. It was pretty lit.
Definitely a cool outfit.
Pretty lit. That saying gets taken to the next level.
Pretty lit.
So,
that's what Keith Lee said last week.
So.
That was pretty lit. Yeah.
So, yeah. I really thought that Cameron Grimes was winning this match towards the end.
He should have.
Because then he would have gotten a point.
That's right.
But he didn't.
That was my pick.
Because Damian Priest won. I'm glad that Dream didn't win. I'm glad that Dream didn't win. I'm not in love with Damian Priest winning, but it's better than Dream. So,
So Damian Priest is your new North American champion.
And I'm okay with it.
Definitely, yeah. I mean,
I don't love him, but
I think between
maybe we'll see what he can do.
When we were making our picks, I was kind of torn between him and Cameron Grimes, and I went with Cameron Grimes because I wanted Cameron Grimes to win.
So neither of us won this. You did win the Balor match, though.
Yeah.
You won the Balor match.
Yeah. I won the Balor and the Breezango.
Oh, so
kidding. I'm still up 2-0.
So you have... Okay, we'll go through, I think.
Yeah.
Just kidding. We're going to go here. I'm going to fix this, and I'm going to do this differently because I don't think I counted these up right.
I just seen a tweet from someone that follows me on Twitter with the hashtag Fire Velveteen.
Yes.
There's a lot of people that are saying that. Lit. More words Ant don't understand. That's funny.
That's true.
Yes.
So yes. You have 2 points.
Yeah, I'm up 2.
And I have 0.
Yeah, good job.
So that's great. So after this, we get my favorite match on the show, my favorite segment on the show, Cole versus Mcafee. Mcafee. Just kidding. It's Mcafee. I said it wrong. I read it the way it was spelled.
You're always giving me crap about how it's saying it wrong, and now you.
And I said it wrong because I was reading it the way it was spelled. It's Mcafee.
Oh, snap, Maven! Snap!
It's Mcafee. It's Mcafee. Cole versus Mcafee! Let's play back the tape. What did I say? Cole versus Mcafee! Okay.
How many did I win? 4, James. You won 4.
I don't know. I wasn't... so, guys, I'm going to be honest. When we make our predictions, I didn't really write down who picked what.
Yeah, we didn't write down everybody.
So, we were just marking ours.
Yeah.
So...
We should go back to that.
We should. We haven't done it, but we have a lot more people now.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to make it harder because it's
and
a headache for me. And now that we can't get on YouTube, it's like...
It's even, more...
Yeah.
Like, great, So anyways, Cole versus Mcafee. I said it wrong again.
Mcafee.
It's Mcafee.
Okay.
I need to stop reading it.
Yeah. Yeah, stop reading.
I keep looking at the page.
Hashtag Dakota deserves better.
Dude, Mcafee was pretty great. Like, I want to see more.
I loved the flip off the top rope and then the run and jump up onto the top rope.
The flip when he was going to do the superplex?
Yeah, the flip where he got, pushed off and then Cole was like, I can't believe you just did that.
It was amazing. And then he did the superplex. It was epic. He also did a swanton bomb. It was amazing. It was great. I was very impressed.
So was I, and I was the one that said having a wrestler converted into having a
wrestler converted into a football player.
Have a wrestler converted into a football player. Having a football player converted into a wrestler hasn't worked out well. I mean, a legitimate pro football player, not one that's made it to the pros and then was cut and has spent most of their life in wrestling, because the ones that have been successful for the most part that have looked good have had a short NFL career and then went into wrestling and were solid, or didn't have any NFL career at all. They may have just been good in college and then they went into wrestling and they were successful that way. So I thought this was a good match, definitely. This should have been the main event, definitely. Feck, come on, Scott. That's what got us in trouble. That's why we got banned from our copyright strike on Twitch or on YouTube, and now we're gonna get one on Twitch because Scott's talking about Feck.
McAfee fell for the Patriots trick play in 2015.
Yes, he did. I'm back. Breaking news. It looks like Karrion Kross has separated his shoulder during the match tonight.
That's what I just read. Also, there's a media call that's happening right now, and Triple H says that he doesn't think anything else needs to be said about the Velveteen Dream situation, and a lot of people underneath this tweet that was put out think otherwise, and they
okay,
think
my
that
problem.
people
Okay, so
should
here's
be
the thing.
looking
I
into
mean,
it.
well, being a Twitter like sleuth is like amazing.
No, but it's not being a Twitter sleuth. It's the thing that I have and the issue that I have against it is that these messages were sent through like a DM on Instagram. They have, one of them was like somebody that was training with him, or wanted to train with him, or knew him somehow and was coming to these shows, and they got messages. And WWE is not looking into the situation, and that's where the problem lies. Yes, if Dream did these things, he looks really bad too, and should be fired, and probably should be in jail. But, it looks really bad for WWE trying to cover up this entire situation and act like nothing is happening whatsoever when there are allegations against him, and if they're not looking into them, that's a problem.
So, in other words, the only thing that's going to make people happy is if the Dream is fired.
Yes, because some of these things that have been said, or some of these things that have been put out there, are pretty sufficient. Like, it's pretty sufficient evidence. So, people are gonna be like, dude, he sent pictures to minors.
Thanks, Colin.
He sent pictures to minors in which
you are not. You'll be back.
In which he should not do because it's illegal, and so. WWE needs to look into it. And they claim they have, but these people that have the evidence and have these pictures that Dream has sent to them and have the screenshots of these messages,
how old are these minors?
have these messages saved. They're like teenagers.
Like
18,
young,
no,
17,
like younger
16,
than that.
15,
like
14.
not, it's not, but they're teenagers. It shouldn't matter how old they are. Because he shouldn't be sending them pictures in the first place. So,
he was suspended. They suspended him for like 30 days or something like that.
No, they didn't. They didn't suspend him.
He was off like wrestling.
No,
for, like,
but it
30
doesn't
days.
matter. I don't care. They never made mention of, oh, we're suspending Velveteen Dream indefinitely until we can look into this. They didn't do anything. I think you're mistaken. I think you're thinking of the AEW situation because they did suspend Sammy Guevara. Sammy Guevara and the thing that happened with AEW, he was suspended. Velveteen Dream was never suspended. He wasn't on TV, but that doesn't mean jack squat to me. There are lots of people that haven't been on TV. WWE needs to look into the situation, and they should not have brought Dream back until they had. I don't care what they're saying. The people that have the evidence and the people that have these pictures and messages and all of this stuff have not been contacted. They have come out and said they have not been contacted. They have not been talked to about the situation. And that's where the problem lies. WWE is not willing to go out of their way to look into this, in which they should. Because it's their job to look into this when one of their performers is being accused of doing things they shouldn't be doing. So, yeah, I don't care if he's a big superstar in NXT. I really don't care. And this isn't the first time that there have been allegations against him. This has happened at least twice before. So, I would say that there might be a problem there. So, WWE should look into it. And the fact that they haven't is very disappointing. And it's made a lot of people very unhappy. And so they boycotted the entire match. Didn't watch the North American Championship match. Didn't watch NXT on Wednesday. They're not going to be watching NXT until further notice, until Velveteen Dream is fired. Because what he's been accused of is not good. And they need to look into it. And they're refusing to do so. And like I said, I don't care how big of a superstar he is. I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. Don't care. So, if Dream wrestles, we riot. Yeah. Well, Mr.
Well, again, here's the issue I have with all this, okay? Social media, I mean, first off, if you're on social media and there's nobody out there going, well, I'm 18 or I'm 14 or I'm 12 and I'm on social media, I mean, I don't know how you can prove how old somebody is on social media.
Okay,
if somebody is
but
talking to you, I would need to see the conversations to find out what people were saying to these people. No, if somebody is sitting there talking to you and
I don't care what the situation
and they DM you and say things to you, and
I don't care if people have screenshots of this and they are teenagers.
Okay.
How is that not enough proof to get some sort of an investigation going?
Unless they've come out and said, hey,
because
in their conversation they said, hey, I'm 12 years old, and so unless in that conversation they've said
it doesn't matter to me. But if they had contacted them in the first place, which they didn't, they might have been able to find this information.
Newsflash, don't be a creep, and there's nothing to defend yourself. Again, I'd have to see the conversations to see what was said. If they were the ones that were antagonizing this and starting the whole thing out, that I'm not blaming a victim here. I mean, this is all over Twitter and all over through social media. It's like our situation with YouTube. You have someone that says, "What you took our stuff." Well, okay. Obviously, YouTube believed them. And so, without doing any type of investigation. And so, I think the thing is unless they've come out and said, unless they have come out to Velveteen and said, hey, we are, I'm 14 years old. I don't know how.
But it shouldn't matter, though. He's sending pictures. I don't care how old you are. I don't care what the case is. I don't care. If they are underage,
I still can't.
It's illegal.
You guys are the most responsible channel that I know. I know, James. It's because they were getting scared of us. WWE was after us. They knew we were about to take over the world and shut us down. Or just the people from India did. So yeah.
So I don't know. The entire thing needs to be looked into. And I don't care what anybody says because it should be looked into. And that's the way it should be
looked into, but don't immediately go,
No, but if they don't look into it, then WWE is just as bad as Velveteen, because they're trying to cover it up. And they shouldn't be doing that.
Well, whatever. I mean, the fact is WWE probably shouldn't be the one. I mean, if it's a federal crime and they should have someone.
Okay, well, somebody else. Okay, the authorities should be looking into it too. But what did WWE do with the other guys that had allegations against them? I agree.
The celebrity or anybody should know better than to send pictures. But I would need to see what was said and what was happening between the two. I mean, just sitting here blaming one side of it doesn't mean that.
Okay, but I want to know. This is what I said before with the whole speaking out movement. Why would anybody lie about this? It makes them look really freaking bad, and why would anybody lie about it? Why? Why? Explain to me why. I don't really care if they're a celebrity. I don't care. It doesn't make a difference to me. People, when you go out on Twitter and you tell people they're telling their stories, it doesn't automatically mean that everybody's lying. So I don't know why that's I don't get it.
Well,
that's what I have a problem with, is that a proper investigation hasn't been done. But WWE, with some of the other guys or people, it's not just guys, but with WWE and what other people in the company have had issues with, they are looking into them, and that's what they've done. They have a no tolerance policy for stuff like this. And if they're just brushing it under the rug because they don't want to get rid of Velveteen Dream because he's one of their superstars, no, that I'm not okay with that.
They did just fine with
I'm not okay with that. Okay? Not okay with it.
They moved on. I don't think it has anything to do with that.
I think it does. I think that they just don't want to look into it. And Triple H is avoiding looking into the situation. That's what I get. That's what I get.
WWE are as bad.
That's what I get from the entire situation, is that Triple H doesn't want to look into it. Because from everything that he said, oh, we didn't find anything. Oh, I'm not saying anything further on the Velveteen Dream situation. Why? Why don't you come out and tell us that he hasn't done anything wrong? Why don't you do that, Triple H?
They did. They said they didn't find anything.
But I don't believe it.
Oh, yeah, but that doesn't make people... Oh, okay, well then no matter what they do, it's not going to matter.
So
it's either fire Dream or fire Dream.
Yeah, it is. Because until there's like an actual...
We didn't find anything.
Until there's an actual thing put into the thing, I don't care. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. People are not supporting him. People are not watching his content. People are not going to watch NXT as long as he's on the show. This is WWE making a huge mistake. Not like suspending him or something.
About getting raped and stuff, but you should have other people besides WWE looking into it.
You should, but I don't care. Why?
If this is an underage
I
thing,
don't
the police
understand.
should be involved in it. It shouldn't just be.
I don't understand why, like with the whole, like I said, with the whole speaking out movement thing that happened a couple months ago. There were some people that were like,
strikes, which they did.
Like. Some people are like, oh, they're just lying about it to get this person in trouble and get them fired. Why? So then all their stories are fake? All of them are not real?
Dream should be fired.
Like, I don't even know why this is a question. Why are we questioning what's happening and when with these people speaking out? Why are we questioning it? There should be investigations that go into it. And if they're false, well... then we should be looking at the person who put out the allegations in the first place and said this happened to them.
There are less people who lie about sexual assault than people who are telling the truth. I'm not saying that he's not guilty. I'm saying is if there's something out there, then the authorities should be looking at it, not WWE. WWE.
I'm not saying that WWE should be the only person who looks into it, but WWE is shoving it under the rug and pretending that it doesn't exist, and they're putting Dream on TV like nothing has happened when they haven't looked into it. So... that's what I get from the entire situation. And the fact that they didn't suspend him, they didn't do anything, and they weren't like, oh, well, we're suspending him indefinitely until the authorities look into this. There was none of that. None of it. Nothing. So that leads me to believe that they're not going to look into it, and they don't care, and that they think that these people are lying, and they're not going to do anything about it. So, that's not cool. I believe all the victims until evidence proves otherwise. Yep.
I think WWE wrote him off tonight.
Yeah, I mean...
I don't think he's going to be used much. I mean... but the thing is, if this turns out to be nothing, then... well, then he can come back and be... then he can come back. How are you going to try and... your reputation's done.
No, it's not. It doesn't have to be.
Yeah, it is. It's over.
Okay, well, so what? If the allegations turn out...
if the allegations... if they find nothing, he is done.
If the allegations turn out to be false, he can go back, he can have his job. He can wrestle again, okay? Then these losers who lied about it are losers, and that's what they are. But if they're true, and the allegations are true, and they're just not looking into them because they don't want to, that's a problem. So, like, not looking into them is not good. Nearly spilled my water everywhere. Mrs. G. I agree. I'm just gonna say WWE shouldn't be the only ones looking into it. I agree. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that WWE should be the only ones that are looking into it. But the fact that WWE isn't like it, I get the feeling like from everything that's been said about it from WWE and like Triple H, it sounds like they haven't done anything. Like that's the vibe I get from it.
I'm so tired of the song and dance of women's just trying to ruin his career. I'm not saying they're trying to ruin his career. What I'm saying is
I believe.
Oh my God! I just want evidence. I want someone to come out. I want the police. Okay, somebody other than the people that they're working for to come forward if there's a big issue to go. Hey, you're under arrest. This is ridiculous. This is against the law. We're arresting you.
I believe that
I believe you just went off about how he is done, Mr. D. I think he's going to be done, and no matter what, he's done.
I don't think so. I think if the allegations turn out to be false, but there needs to be some...
he's done!
No, but if...
because there's always going to be someone that's not going to believe whether, no matter how the investigation comes out, whether he's innocent or guilty, there's going to be people that go, nope, he's guilty. No matter what. Look at... because the issue
I have with this, it's not that...
Right, because Donald Trump is done. I rest my case. Yes, Donald Trump is done.
Really?
Yeah.
He's the president of the United States.
Yeah, well, he's not going to be president of the United States much longer. I've had people lie and sexually harass them at work. Fortunately, I have had people lie. I sexually harassed them at work. Fortunately, they were known liars, and my bosses knew me doing what was character for me. Still, you both bring up interesting, valid points. More investigations needed.
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, that's the biggest thing I'm saying.
Not what I mean, bonehead. That's what I'm saying. Donald Trump is not done. He's still the president of the United States. It doesn't.
I'm just saying that you need to have the authorities should be the one involved in this.
He has umpteen allegations against him, and he's still there, isn't he? Yep. So, I don't think that it really matters. Like, I think that there needs to be an investigation. That's what I think needs to happen. Point blank. There should be an investigation.
By who?
By the authorities.
Okay, there we are.
But
those are the ones that should be investigated.
I never said that WWE should be the one that's doing the investigation. I said that it sounds like WWE is trying to sweep this under the rug and pretend that it doesn't exist when it does. Because there are allegations out there. There have been people multiple times. This is not the first time that this has happened, okay? This happened a couple months ago with Dream 2. There was somebody else that was like, he has,
Trump had a lot of money
sent
too, so
me
that made a huge
pictures. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care.
He's not
Doesn't
my
matter
president.
to me.
Thank you, Maven.
Like, I don't care. I don't care, okay? There should be an investigation. To me, it sounds like WWE is trying to sweep the entire thing under the rug. They want to pretend that it doesn't exist, and that's not cool. It makes them look just as bad.
So anyway, the Cole and Mcafee match was a good match. I thought Mcafee put on a good show and looked really good. I thought it was awesome what he did. He actually looked like a wrestler. And Cole ends up getting the win.
Mm-hmm.
But a good match. I hope McAfee plans on sticking around and doing some stuff because I thought he was good.
Mm-hmm.
I hope this just wasn't a one-time thing because it was Cole, and I hope he sticks around and does some other things.
Yeah.
Rant time. Then we had Io versus Dakota. Why didn't WWE say we were forwarding this to the proper authorities? An internal investigation always smells like a cover-up to me.
Exactly! That's what I'm saying!
Well, why didn't the victims go straight to the authorities?
Because it was the whole speaking out movement!
Well, yeah, you speak out to the authorities. You don't go...
But what the whole speaking out movement was somebody spoke out on Twitter. It started this movement because people might not have, I don't know, the courage to speak up until maybe they see some other people speaking out and saying that, like, okay, well, I'm not the only person that this has happened to, so I want to share my story too. Is that wrong? Is that wrong to do?
If I have some issue with someone or someone, like, I feel someone stole something from my property, I don't go to my neighbor and go, and I felt it was someone down the street, I don't go to my neighbor and go, you know what? I think that he should be fired from his job because he stole something from me. I go to the authorities. I'm a politics junkie. I'm not sure Trump losing is a lock, and he's surely bought his way out of sex scandals before. Personally, I'd never have him run a bath, let alone the USA. If he wins, I mark this down. If he wins, the United States will be attacked within the first 2 years of him being president again. We will be attacked by someone from another country or some terrorist, and it'll make 9/11 look small. Dakota got robbed. I don't care what anyone says. James, she did not. Sorry. Io vs. Dakota was better than I thought. Yeah, I thought it was a solid match. I thought it was a good match. Io ends up getting the win. And I like the ending. The whole Raquel and Rhea thing where they were face-to-face. And it wasn't, like a knockdown, slug them out, beat each other up for like 35 minutes to set up some sort of a feud with them. I thought they did a good job with this. So obviously we're going to have a Raquel and Rhea feud coming up, which I think will be good. Mm-hmm. NXT UK returns September 27th for those of you across the pond.
That should be cool.
Yeah.
The video looked cool.
September 27th. So with September 27th, the return of NXT UK, we could probably do some shows because since I'll be working at home, We could probably do some NXT UK shows.
Some NXT UK. So Ciampa's also returning. He's returning this Wednesday.
Hopefully we have our YouTube crap figured out by September 27th.
If not, November.
If not, we'll be on Twitch.
So Ciampa returns on Wednesday. Ciampa hasn't been on the show for, good grief, months.
And he leaves on Friday.
So
he's going to be part of the Retribution 2.
EO versus Dakota was better than they thought.
Where'd I get Revelation?
I don't know, but you keep
Isn't
calling
there Revelation?
it that. No.
Wasn't there a group called Revelation?
No.
Was there like a pay-per-view called Revelation?
Nope.
Was there called like a pay-per-view called Reunion?
No.
Well, that's stupid.
Revolution. I think.
I think Revelation sounds better.
No, Revolution was an AEW pay-per-view.
Yeah. I've got a master's in USA history and politics. Unfortunately, right now, anyone finding that out calls me a Trump guy.
So, yeah, EO versus Dakota.
I won't call you a Trump guy.
EO versus Dakota was really good. I enjoyed it. It was a good match. EO won. I think everybody knew that was going to happen.
This is not over between the thief, EO, and Dakota. She will take the title.
No, James.
James, she'll take the title after EO leaves and goes to either Raw or SmackDown.
So, we then get the main event, Karrion Kross versus Keith Lee.
Hope it's worked out by tonight. Me too, but I doubt it, because I still have to contact him. I just, couldn't find anywhere to contact YouTube. It was like pulling teeth. However, Mrs. Gleen did some research and found a place I can contact them on Twitter. So I'm going to contact them, see how things go, and we'll see.
Yes.
Ciampa is going after Kross. That'd be cool.
I hope not.
That'd be cool.
I hope not.
Well, who do you want to go after him?
No, I don't know. I don't know
Cameron
what to do with
Grimes
Ciampa.
is going after Kross.
I don't know what to do with,
I'm the chief cashier of Retribution.
I don't know what to do with Ciampa. I really don't. So Kross versus Lee for the main event. It was good.
Cheers, Mr. G.
It was good. It was a good match. Kross won. We all knew Kross was winning.
Yeah, I thought. Yeah, Lee may be going to Raw or SmackDown. We'll have to see. Maybe he's the leader of.
Lee?
Yeah.
I thought you just said we. We may be going to Raw or SmackDown, and I was like, what?
We may be going to Raw or SmackDown since our YouTube channel got
Are you
put down.
Sure?
We're going to be on Raw and SmackDown from now on.
It's like,
because we need to be, because our channel is down, so they're just going to put us on Raw and SmackDown.
It's garbage, man. It's garbage. So Kross won.
Personally, I'm going to be honest. Cole vs. Pat was better than this match.
Cole versus Pat should have been the main event.
I would agree. I think it was an excellent match.
Cole versus Pat should have been the main event.
Yes.
Because it was the better built-up story.
Yeah, there wasn't much to this.
We all knew Kross was winning. Apparently, Kross dislocated his shoulder.
Lee getting his face burned out.
Kross dislocated his shoulder, apparently, based on what the reports are saying.
That's because he's used to being the bigger guy, and then he found out he was against Keith Lee, and Keith Lee's the bigger guy.
Yes.
Nick Aldis says the NWA is open for business. So what does that mean? You asked for it, you got it. The NWA Women's World Champion Thunder Rosa has stepped up and made it clear that she wants
Karashida.
Oh, that's cool. We'll talk about that when we get to the AEW. Is Keith
Lee
getting called up now? I would say yes, he's getting called up. Or over. I don't know if you call it up. It's kind of like going over, not up. Yes.
Yeah, so Karrion Kross may have a separated shoulder.
It's okay. Good thing about it, he's got another one.
So,
when you have two shoulders, your life is better because you can have one that's hurt and one that's not.
So Kross won.
Yes.
And this is a decent match. It was fine.
Yeah, just kind of a letdown at the way it ended.
I don't know. It was just I knew Kross was winning, so I
Yeah,
think
again,
everybody knew Kross was winning.
It was just a letdown. The ending was letdown. There was moments I didn't enjoy this match. It went longer than it should have. Yeah, that's what I mean. The whole ending was kind of a letdown. It was kind of like there was no. I felt there was no suspense to it.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. And there was no, wow, I think he's going to win here. Oh, nope. Just kidding. And then, with the other guy, he's going to win. Oh, nope. Didn't win there. So I was kind of shocked. I'm surprised a match like that wasn't main event, seeing as WWE covered mainstream exposure. Yeah, I mean, and it was a good match. Mcafee can wrestle a little bit. So putting that as your main event would have been, I think, ideal. Because if anybody that just came to watch McAfee just to watch him, they got halfway through the show and went, "I'm out."
So yeah, I don't know. It was good. The top to bottom, I think NXT Takeover was decent. Yeah,
I'd give it a 7 out of 10.
I think it was good. So Mr. G got 3 right, and I got 3 right.
Yeah.
So we tied. Okay, rock paper scissors to break the tie. Oh dang, it's gonna be on luck. Are you ready? No cheating. Okay, rock paper scissors. Rock paper scissors. Rock.
Are we ready?
Scissors. No. Best 2 out of 3.
All right.
Ready?
All right.
Okay, that's the way I do rock paper scissors.
All right.
Ready? Rock paper scissors. Shoot. Boom. 1. Boom. Gosh dang it. Oh yes, I won.
I guess if you just pick rock all the time, you might win.
I beat you.
Yeah.
So I have another point,
which
means that it is 4-1, and so I won. Or
You're
4 to 3.
Yeah.
So I won.
Good job.
Go me. I'm really good at rock paper scissors.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I can tell.
So you want to try me again? I'll beat you again. Rock paper scissors shoot. Aw, dang it.
Yeah. See.
No, best 2 out of 3, you fool. Rock paper scissors shoot. Oh, rock paper scissors shoot. Gosh dang it! Why did you do that?
Well, I seen those ice cream cakes at Walmart Plus. They showed them during a commercial of Takeover.
Did
you buy them, James? Because they're pretty good, actually.
They're pretty good.
Yeah.
So guys, it's not just NXT Takeover night. We had AEW
NXT
too.
Is over and done. We talked about it, and we will now talk about AEW.
Yes.
AEW
was a good show too.
And yeah, definitely.
I enjoyed this.
Yes.
So we're gonna start at the beginning of the show because that's generally where one starts.
Yes.
So
that's a good place to start.
FTR versus. Well, first off, let's just say here, AEW lost the first 20 minutes of their show because the stupid basketball game that was on before, it went over.
Yes.
What it was supposed to. So, it was supposed to start at 5. But it did not start until 5:30.
Yeah.
So that was a bit interesting.
Yes.
So wasn't really come on, basketball.
Why couldn't they have done 2 feeds?
I don't know.
Bought 4 boxes. Good
Sweet.
job, James.
Sweet. So I don't know, but they
How many of you ate?
They stupid
basketball.
Precisely. I don't know. Basketball needs to get it in gear. When it's time for AEW, it's time for them to get off the court or field or whatever you call it.
They could have done split screen.
Or they could have just ended the game and been like, "All right, sorry, game's over. We don't have a winner.
AEW is on.
Sorry. It's wrestling time.
Finishing the game right now. Stop.
It's time to quit. Because it's time
AEW
for
starting out,
AEW. So, yeah, that's what it should have been.
Yeah.
But
get off the basketball field, guys. Or court.
Yeah, I said court, field, whatever you call it. The basketball field. I don't know. I don't watch basketball.
Basketball field.
I don't know.
We are live at the basketball field.
I don't know. Obviously, Maven isn't a fan.
Yeah, obviously. 2. You ate 2 boxes, James?
Or 2 ice cream sandwiches.
Or 2 ice cream sandwiches.
So.
Because 2 boxes, isn't there 4 in there? Or 8?
4.
4?
There's 4 in a box.
So James ate 8 ice cream sandwiches today.
Yes. So, FTR versus Private Party. FTR won this match, and one thing to note is that Tully Blanchard was with them, and apparently he is managing them.
Her dad played was good, but Maven didn't pay attention to that family history.
No.
Oh, I might have to buy them next time I'm stateside. Might be March. Supposed to be there now. It'd be rude not to. I would suggest you don't come here because I figure about November we're going to have some major issues between the flu and the COVID.
Yeah, it's not going to be good.
Yeah.
I totally recommend you come here.
Yeah, hospitals are going to have a fun time this fall.
Most definitely.
Because we're too stupid to figure it out. I only love Brodie Lee winning, not a huge fan of half the show being tag matches. I thought it was a good show.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was good.
All of Mr. G's sports stories went in one ear and out the other, apparently.
Well, I know that you busted your knee on a garage door. What sport you were playing, I don't recall.
Yeah,
but
that was just like playing around, though. We were playing baseball.
By a garage door?
It was like the brick piece that sticks out between like two garage doors.
Oh, so it was kind of like a garage door.
No,
okay.
It wasn't a garage door.
Well, Tony Khan has so much money, he should have paid them to end the game so we could get full AEW. I mean, come on, right?
Yeah.
So,
can't believe they did that.
So, Tully Blanchard's with them. I like this. I think this is cool. FTR and Tully Blanchard.
I'm borderline diabetic. I only eat 2 singles. Can't eat too much sweets. Yeah. They're really not too bad. I mean, they're not.
Mr. G ran into a wall. A very small wall, but a wall.
They're not. Yeah, and I cut my knee with a bone. And it hurt.
And you were like, oh, guys, I'm fine. And then you look down and you realize that your knee is like,
cut to the bone.
Torn in half.
Yeah.
And you're bleeding down. You're like, oh, that's funny.
So anyway.
I mean, it probably wasn't funny, but.
Yeah, Tully Blanchard is with FTR. I think this is a good move in the idea of, like, since Tully Blanchard was probably with the best group ever in the Four Horsemen, I think this is kind of interesting, putting him with FTR. Left part of your knee on the wall. No biggie. Yeah, it was no big deal.
No big deal.
No, you're not stupid. The president, however.
FTR won the match.
Yeah.
And it was good.
Yes.
It was good. So we then get the MJF AEW Championship campaigning video. He says the Paradigm Shift should be banned. And is banned. For the title match at All Out. He tells John... I wrote down Mox, but he says John. He says, John, sign the papers.
No, it was a good show, but I'm not big on normal tag matches. Zandel, I love normal tag matches. I'm not big on, like, the matches where you have 19 people in a match and, like, it makes no sense.
He's like, John, sign the papers. Sign the papers, you wussball. So, I guess John's going to sign the papers.
MJF's going to be champion.
And I'm ready for it.
I think it's going to be awesome when he's champion.
Because he's amazing right now. He had a neck brace on him. It was like the paradigm shift. What am I going to tell my children one day when I'm standing there and I can barely bend over to pick up the baseball? What am I going to tell them, John? It was really funny. So, yeah.
John's going to come back and go, tell him you're a wussball.
He's gonna
grow up.
Exactly that. So after this, we get Butcher and Blade and the Lucha Bros versus the Natural Nightmares and Jurassic Express. This is a good match. I didn't mind this.
Yeah, I thought it was a good match. I mean, it was. I just don't like when you have 19 tag teams in a match. Unlike Zandel, who likes having 19 tag teams in a match.
Yeah. I
prefer the 2-on-2 match. But I thought it was a good match.
Yeah.
So the Natural Nightmare, good thing that you like finish. Yeah.
Sorry, I was trying to read this.
Natural Nightmares and Jurassic Express win. Eddie Kingston comes out. And I thought this was a good promo.
Eddie Kingston was like, boys, don't fight each other.
Yes.
I'm great. I can bring you all together.
This was definitely a good promo, I thought.
I liked it. It was good.
Yeah. However, I think Butcher and Blade and the Lucha Bros are eventually going to fight each other.
However, I think that
can't wait till tomorrow and Monday. I'm going to be on both shows. James, we're going to be looking for you.
However, I feel that Eddie Kingston, because he did this, like, when they came together for the hug, he looked at the camera and was like, winked. That was my...
Put up the Wrestle Story sign, James.
I can't wink. Can you wink?
So then everybody knows who we are.
Can you wink?
Yeah.
I can't do it without my face, like...
I can do it with both
Make
eyes.
a stupid face. I can't do it with the other eye.
Yeah, I can do either eye.
Otherwise, it just looks like that.
Yeah.
It's just a blink.
Yeah.
I can kind of do it with one eye, but my one eye is also really scrunchy. I look stupid. Anyways, so he, like, winked at the camera, and then, he, like, smiled. And so, I don't know. I don't think Eddie Kingston is really looking to bring the two teams together. I think he's more so, bringing them together for the time being, then he's going to watch them explode.
Yeah.
That's what I think Eddie Kingston is here to do.
I think that's what's going to happen. So is he going to side with kind of the Lucha Bros?
Maybe, or
have
maybe,
that Hispanic connection.
or maybe he's going to.
Or maybe he's setting
bring
this up
Santana and
for.
Ortiz
I was gonna say
in.
maybe he's setting this up for a Santana Ortiz versus the Lucha Bros, and then you kind of have the Hispanic.
We have LAX.
How did Anna Jay do?
We're gonna talk about it.
Yes.
In just a little
We
bit.
will talk about it shortly, James.
So we then have Britt Baker and Penelope Ford. Baker asks Penelope to be in a handicap match with her against
She was
Swole.
making out with what's his face?
Kip Sabian.
Yeah.
Anyways, so she asks Britt Baker.
Then she goes, quit swapping spit, because that's just disgusting.
Yeah, and then she asked her to be in a handicap match with her against Swole. I guess it all out.
Yeah.
I would imagine that's what it's for.
I thought this was cool. I thought it was a good segment. I thought that this is a good promo. It's a good way to keep Britt Baker out there, even though she can't wrestle right now and she's injured. It's a good way to keep her out there, keep her relevant, and I thought this was... She has impressed me. She has gotten better all the time. I think what she has done as a heel is, like, amazing. She went from someone that I was like, okay, like, her promos suck. Like, they're like the worst. To now, she's probably one of the better people doing promos.
Yeah.
In all of wrestling. Am I wrong?
She is really good on the mic.
Yeah. I mean, and it's like night and day from where she was at the beginning.
Yeah, it is. It really is. So that was that segment. We then have...
I totally just tried to wink. I think I looked like the guy nobody sits near to in the New York subway.
I can't wink. I make the stupidest face. Like, I can't, like I look stupid. I can't just, like... I look dumb.
Yeah.
And my one eye isn't even, like, open. It's, like, half shut.
It's like I don't know why you can't wink.
I
mean, you can do it.
I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. Yeah. I don't know why. I don't know why.
So then we have Orange Cassidy.
My hidden talent is that I can't wink.
That would be a non-talent. Wouldn't that be a non-talent and not a talent?
No, but it's a hidden talent that I can't wink.
Why is that hidden? If you just can't do it, then it's really not hidden. You just can't do it.
So we have Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy comes out, and I guess he's going to get interviewed or speak or something. I don't really know. But then Jericho comes out, and Jericho congratulates Cassidy on winning, and then he says, you know, I've beaten you. You've beaten me once. So now we need to have the rubber match. Sounds okay? Is that okay to you, Cassidy? He says, you know what? We're going to do a match that's never been done before. You are the master of orange juice. I am the master of a little bit of the bubbly. Together, what did those make? A mimosa! So, at All Out, we will fight in the first ever Mimosa Mayhem match. The way you win this match, you can win by pinfall, submission, or being thrown into the pit of Mimosa. Bum bum bum.
And Orange Cassidy's response was...
Orange Cassidy.
Orange Cassidy's response was...
So, yeah, man. I mean, I will take it.
His promo was awesome.
I will take it. I think it'll be, yeah, the best promo I've seen in AEW thus far. Like, it blows, you know, Britt Baker's promos out of the water. Like, so much better. But anyways. I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be fun.
I agree.
I can't wait to see Jericho get thrown into a pit of mimosa.
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting. I think he has to. But my question is, why are they doing this again?
I don't know.
It's like I suppose it's like the third match.
It's the grudge match.
They've like wrestled and had orange juice thrown on them, and like
everybody loved that. So they were like, okay, well let's just make.
Let's just have the bubbly and the orange juice put together and call it a mimosa and like be ready to go.
Well, that's an actual drink.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Is who cares?
And inability to wink is a talent, but I have a talent for not being able to see. So we then get the elite.
See, Jack's saying the same thing I'm saying.
Then, well, it's my hidden talent.
Yeah,
I can't wink. So we have the elite versus Dark Order. The Elite win. And then Kenny loses his cool and attacks Dark Order after.
Kenny is going nuts.
Kenny
will be wearing a mask here soon.
Kenny's a bad dude.
He's going to be wearing a mask and be part of the Dark Order.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, if not Dark Order, he's just going to be a bad dude.
No, he's going to be part of the Dark Order.
So...
Because he's kind of taken on their type of role, and I barely drink, but I like mimosas as they get served free on flights often.
Neat. I like orange juice.
Yeah.
Orange juice is pretty good.
I like water.
I also like
I like
water.
flights. I'm weird. Maven's never flew. I've only flown once.
I've never flew. I've never
flown
on a plane. Maven's never flew.
Flown.
Maven's never flown on a plane.
Maven's had the flu, but she's never flew.
Well, that'd be a little weird. So
I've
never been
on 2 planes.
I've never been on a plane. So
one was like a big plane. One was like a little itty bitty plane that had like 40 seats or something. And it's like
that's exciting.
When one engine dies, you're crashing, like never coming back.
I'm never going on one of those. Anyways, we get the Elite. They win. That was great. It's a good match.
Yeah.
Nothing against it. Kenny is snapping.
Yeah, I thought it was
like a Slim Jim.
I liked the way they did it, and I liked the way they ended it.
So we then get FTR and Hangman Page. They're backstage, and
the only question I had with that match is what's with the guys coming down with like carrying their masks and then putting them on during the match? Like, why?
I don't know.
I don't understand that part.
I don't get it. I don't know.
And maybe they'll explain it. But it seems like the Dark Order is growing in numbers.
Very similarly to Retribution.
Maybe they're one and the same. That'd be crazy. Orange juice is cool. Yes.
It is. I like orange juice.
I do like orange juice.
I drink a lot of orange juice. Orange juice is delicious. So FTR and Hangman Page. I think they're gonna team up. That's what I think is gonna happen here. I think they're going to make the 4 Horsemen. I
never flew until I was 17.
That's neat.
Yes, I was actually a little older than that when I first flew.
I've never been on a plane.
So
yeah, I think FTR and Hangman Page are going to team up. I think there's going to be another member who, I don't know, but it's going to be somebody.
That is interesting.
So FTR and Hangman Page?
Why haven't they had, like, I don't know. Who's going to be the next tag team champions? FTR?
Or Young Bucks. That's my guess.
Could
and
be.
then you do Young Bucks versus FTR, which is where you can kind of get Hangman Page involved because Hangman Page doesn't like the Young Bucks, so...
I've never been on a plane.
So
yes, I was confused by masks. Yeah, I didn't understand the whole mask thing.
I don't know.
Didn't make a whole lot of sense to me.
But I think that FTR and good grief, what's his name? Hangman Page are going to be dudes.
Going to the dudes?
No, they're going to be dude friends. High five.
Yeah.
You know, that's what they're going to be. So we then get Darby Allin versus jobber. Darby
we are live on Twitch and Twitch only because we have a strike against us on YouTube.
Because YouTube's dumb.
Yeah.
So Darby wins. Darby wins.
I'm glad
Darby wins.
I like how you put Darby in your notes.
It was supposed to say Darby
versus the jobber.
It was supposed to say, and then Darby won.
And then you wrote Darby won.
Darby was supposed to be what I wrote down, not Darby.
Why you got a strike? That is a good question.
We don't know.
No clue.
But we got a strike.
We have no videos, no pictures, no music.
There's no copyrighted
nothing
content
in there
the video,
other than us talking like we're doing right now.
They claim to have a copyright.
And they somehow got a copyright strike against us.
Well, maybe just run for president.
You get your own plane that way.
And then, if I run for president, I can tell YouTube to not give us a copyright strike again. So, that'd be great. So yeah, Darby Allin won the match, and then Taz brings out Darby Starks. Ricky Starks was dressed up as Darby Allin, and this was hilarious. He's essentially like, I'm Darby, and I like skateboards, and yeah, and I was just like, this is funny.
This was a good segment. I thought the whole thing with
Ricky Starks is really like.
Yes.
I'm impressed with what he's done in the very short time that he's been in AEW.
Yes.
It's a very.
I liked him in NWA, but I think they could have like.
WWE Sony is a thing. No, it's not. I think it's a scam.
Yeah. I think that he was not
used to his fullest potential.
Well, I don't know, because I can't say that about NWA, because I thought they did a good job with what they had. And I think he was just a little.
It's just that AEW
like right
is
now
like
in
using
AEW,
him in a
I think
different
he's
light.
more of a I'm gonna tear your head off type character, and I'm gonna mess with you. Where in NWA, I felt he was more of a, and maybe it's just because there was a lot of those guys on in NWA that were like, we're just gonna tear your head off, and that's the way it's gonna work. So he chose a different character to go with. Where in AEW, there's a little bit of a mixture of everything. So this is what he decided.
I like the alignment with Taz.
Yeah,
I think that's kind of a fun thing with Brian
they're
Cage.
They're scammers from India.
Brian Cage and Taz. I like that.
Yeah,
it's fun.
So I think it's really good. I wonder why WWE or Sony US hasn't filed a copyright claim against every single solitary WWE channel out there.
See, that's what I don't understand about the entire thing. It's like, why now? Like, we've been doing WWE content for over the last, like, 2 years. So,
well, the thing is
why now?
I think WWE has probably picked up some of our stuff, and which is why we picked up, like, some followers that we followed. I just looked it up. WB Sony India is real. They just signed a 5-year agreement with WWE. So why are they coming after us? That's what I don't understand.
See, but I don't think the people that are...
We're not even talking about anything from India or anything like that, and so it doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And why just last night's video and not the other 392 that are out there? Yeah. We got 392 videos up with WWE content, and they just picked the one from last night.
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I don't understand it. So, anyways.
They could have locked down the whole damn channel if they're legitimate. Yeah.
Demand. They could have locked down the whole demand.
You all are the real ones. Yeah, they actually didn't email us. It's YouTube that did it. And they made it's Marksman something or other. Yeah, Marksman Entertainment is what it is.
Something like that.
Yeah. So the whole, I thought, and then Cage attacks Allin from behind, and of course they beat him.
Mark Scan Enforcement.
Mark Scan Enforcement, that's it. I'm going to do some research when this is over. As you can tell, I go deep into my research on anything. Well, Jack, if you can figure out what it is and get us out of this, then we would greatly appreciate it.
Yes. We appreciate
Holy moly,
anything,
Mr. G. I know.
Marksman is a gamer.
I don't care. We'll get him in trouble, too.
But reviews are protected under fair use. It should be. But
yeah.
Our stupid channel got flagged. Our stupid video.
That's what I don't understand is because we had,
and now we can't stream for 90 freaking days.
I don't know how they picked anything out of our channel to copyright. Like I said, there was no singing, there was no pictures put up, there was no videos put up.
The only picture we put up was the Bob Ross drawing, and that was it. And it didn't even look like Bob Ross. No offense, brother, but it didn't look like Bob Ross. It kind of looked like a flower.
Yeah.
So.
And that was a drawing that one of my kids did, so it wasn't like a drawing from someone else.
No.
So I have no.
It was an original.
Yes, it was an original Bob Ross.
How could they possibly do this to us?
It seems that the term WB in the title was the trigger, judging by other channels that have had this happen to them. Claims by that exact same channel. Yes. So we have taken WWE out of all of our titles.
Yes. Which sucks, because WWE is like a huge mark for getting people in video in the first place.
Yes. So then we have Sammy Guevara.
And Matt Hardy.
I don't know why we turned to
I could have said Matthew Hardy.
Matthew Hardy.
See, that didn't sound British. That just sounded like you were reading a book in the library.
I can't do it.
Matthew Hardy. That's what you sounded like.
I've just been uppity.
See, now that I'm thinking about it, I can't do it.
Okay, don't know if I can get you out of this, but I'll help. All right, Jack. See what you can do.
Yeah, man, we appreciate anything that anybody, can do. I mean, obviously, we're going to look into it and try to figure it out, but
YouTube's dumb.
But, yes.
So if you have any connections to YouTube, let them know.
Let them know our message. Our message
Mr.
would
G
be that they are
spent a couple of hours
dumb.
watching other creators who put up videos discussing this happening to them. One dude lost 4 channels to this entity making claims. Yes,
It's
he did.
so dumb.
Which
It's
is
so
stupid.
dumb. I don't understand it.
That's
I
a little
legit
fishy. No,
don't
it's a lot fishy, Zando.
Understand it.
Not just a little.
Whatsoever.
It's a lot fishy.
It's a lot fishy. It's a lot. Not a little. A lot.
A lot.
A lot. It's a lot fishy.
A lot fishy.
It's a lot fishy.
Yeah, I like my British accent now.
So.
Also spent time reading bunches of tweets that have been hit by this too.
Yup.
That group sounds dodgy.
Yes, very
Yes,
dodgy.
Definitely.
Very, very dodgy.
So then Hardy attacks Sammy Guevara.
This was great.
Yes, I like what they're doing with this.
Loved this.
Like what they're doing with it.
I like the entire feud.
Yeah.
Sounded like I said food,
Yeah.
but I said feud.
Well,
You really have to enunciate when you're speaking in a different accent.
Yeah.
Like it takes a lot to make sure you say it the right way.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it sounds stupid.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty much identical to the way that
You sounded
stupid.
so British, Maven. I know a few Brits.
Thank you. Hello, Lady Maven. Hello.
All my kids can speak British.
Speak British.
Speak British.
It's not like it's a different language. It's an accent.
All my kids. Have a
Oh,
British
my
accent.
kids can speak British.
Have y'all tried doing a show on y'all's Facebook page? Yeah, that's something we're probably gonna start doing. I've done some on Facebook. Just like the thing we use won't let me do Facebook Live, so I've got to find a different program where I can do it.
Oh,
Mr. G was supposed to go live on Facebook tonight, but failed to launch it. I didn't hit the right it's not that I didn't hit the right button. It just won't let me do the Facebook Live on it.
Too many hours spent watching Peppa Pig.
Yeah. So then we have Thunder Rosa, which I thought was cool. The NWA is back. Nick Aldis actually tweeted out that for those of you that thought the NWA was gone, we are
Just
alive
kidding.
and well.
We are a thing.
Yes, the NWA is alive and well. So the NWA Women's Champion Thunder Rosa has challenged Sheeta.
Yes.
At All
to
Out.
Match at All Out.
Which is interesting.
For the
Does
Women's
this mean
Championship. So exciting.
the AEW is going to start doing a lot of cross promotions with other organizations?
With NWA, probably, maybe, possibly, because I feel like they have a lot of NWA people there right now.
So then my next question is, would they have a second show like they've talked about doing, and instead of tying it into AEW, have it be run by NWA and have it be the NWA, I don't know.
I don't know if they'd do that, but I think they might try to work something out.
Because I think that, instead of having AEW, just having the AEW, all the AEW wrestlers be on, all the time. I think if they had a second show, they could do the NWA thing. It really is a different language. It really is a different language. It's why Ric Flair doesn't understand Dom. Ric Flair doesn't understand much, I don't think.
I don't think he would understand.
Yeah.
Understand.
Speaking of Dom, Jack, tell me how has Ant been doing? What program is he using to put Dom's face on everything? Do you have any idea?
Also, on Give Me a Whole Yeah, AEW was in their chat tonight.
Yes, AEW
I was like,
in,
what the heck?
In the one night Ant is not there, they have AEW come in. And Dom is like,
I don't understand. I don't understand. Oh, man.
Dom was like you when that night that Sean Ross Sapp came into our room. You're like,
yeah, and Dom was
and I'm like, what? And you're like,
Sean Ross Sapp just followed me on Twitter. And you were like, huh? And I had to show you the physical proof, and then Fightful showed up in our chat, and I was just like,
Yeah. You were like awestruck.
Yeah, and then after we were done, I went and cried for like an hour. So.
Oh, they're both awesomeness. They are both awesomeness. What a freaking night to not have a live stream on YouTube. Seriously.
I know. It's lousy.
Kind of stupid if you ask me.
It's lame.
Okay, more than kind of stupid if you ask me.
It's very stupid. No, it's very stupid.
Yeah.
Can you say it like that? It's very stupid.
So then we have the women's...
You're avoiding the question!
What?
It's very stupid.
Stupid.
Now you sound stupid.
AEW could have been in your stream too. I want
a do-over.
It's called Face something.
Face app?
So I need to look up Face something?
I think I have it on my phone. It's
like literally Face something?
Yeah,
Is
like
it
see? Like this. Let me go here. Let me take a photo. Una memento per favore. See?
Is it free?
Yeah. You pick a photo and then you put the thing on it. Keep talking and I'll fix it.
Well, that's crazy. So then we have the women's, what they call it? The women's
tag team cup.
Women's tag team cup.
Yes.
Diamante, Ivelisse versus Brandy and Allie. And so I thought this was a good match.
That's hilarious.
I tried to ask AEW for free tickets, but they left too fast.
Dang.
So
when you were asking for tickets, you should have asked for some for us too.
That's because Dom sat there like this. And they were like, oh, well.
Just kidding, we're leaving.
I'm glad we came into this channel because they're pretty excited about having us here.
Yay.
Mr. G, please refrain from doing accents except the Midwest one. I will do that. I will try to. Yeah, maybe not. I'll be doing an accent here shortly.
Drew!
Yeah.
I love that. That one's amazing. It's the greatest.
I thought this match was pretty good.
See here, I'll show you.
What did you think?
This was great. No, just kidding. It was a good match. I don't have any problems with it.
Have y'all ever wondered y'all had a third co-host? Have you all ever wondered if y'all had a third co-host?
Well, I don't quite know who would be our third co-host. Me.
I have a whole crew in my house that could be a co-host.
I mean, yes.
We do. We have co-hosts. We got 2 more co-hosts sometimes.
See, I don't know.
I need to find it myself as I'm still on furlough, and I think I'll spend hours on it. So you guys haven't opened stuff up yet, Jack? Like, everything's not back to semi-normal there? Because it seems like here in the States, we've just kind of like... I know there's a lot of bars that are shut down in places still, but it just seems like there's a lot of places that just have, like, stopped, which is why we have, you know...
Mrs. G cheered 300
Well, thank
bits.
you for the cheers, Mrs. G.
Thanks.
I think there's a lot of places here that are open, and which is why we have 40,000 COVID cases a day. Drew. Yeah, I have to do that because Maven.
See, I can't do it. I could say Drew.
Yeah.
Drew McIntyre, but I can't do that.
Yeah.
I can do the accent all the time with everything, and you cannot.
Yeah, I cannot.
That was completely different than what I was just doing.
Yeah.
Very different.
Yes. So, Ivelisse and Diamante win. I thought this was cool.
I'm glad they won and not Brandy and Allie.
How they were doing all the trophy thing and then the flowers and stuff, and then they threw them on the ground.
They were like, flowers are for dead people.
Yeah. And
that's what Ivelisse or Diamante tweeted out.
They didn't care.
I think it was Diamante.
So, like, I thought I liked the way they did that. Maybe the women's division will start to get a push here. James, this is out to you. Maybe the women's division will start to get a push here, and we'll see. Mrs. Gleen has a person sitting there with their fingers through their hair. Sorry, I was cooking dinner. What did you make, Scott?
Perfectly fine.
Did you make a banana and mayo sandwich? Because if you were cooking dinner, it shouldn't have taken you this long. with just a banana
but
and
he was
mayo
having
sandwich.
issues getting the mayo out of the jar. He had to use the entire jar of mayo, so he had to really like.
Well, yeah, I mean, if he had to run to the store to get a new jar of mayo, then I could understand that.
So I'm glad that Brandi and Allie didn't win because there were a lot of people that were really, 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 really mad that they made it to the finals. After Brandi was like, "Oh yeah, we like."
We have, but a lot of people like me are being told not to go back till
I get
October
that.
31st. Ham sandwiches. How long does it take you to make a ham sandwich? Like, you throw a piece of ham on the sandwich and you throw some mayo and mustard on it.
You throw a piece of ham on the sandwich. You throw a piece
bread,
of ham
sorry.
on the bread.
Scott's been gone for like an hour, and then he comes back and says, "Sorry, I was making a sandwich," and making. He was cooking dinner. So did you cook the ham? Is that what you're saying?
Finally.
James, I think the women's division could start getting a push. You have Thunder Rosa coming in. From
Even
NWA.
Lisa and Diamante, I think they're two to watch on AEW. I mean, they both, you know.
I was cooking the ham. Okay, I'll understand. That makes a little more sense than what like before, because if it's just like ham you just pull out of the refrigerator, and you've been gone for an hour.
That's a biddle.
And,
That's a biddle. I have lost all sense of how to speak.
Jack, may I ask what you do?
So
if you don't want to share, that's fine.
We then get the main event.
Yes.
Cody versus.
Eagle should be on WB. I think she's going to be good in AEW. I think that the women's division could. I think tonight could have been potentially the start of the women's division starting to become a little more impressive.
Cody.
Don't you?
Yes. Versus.
Brandi can't wrestle. Yeah, they don't need to have Brandi wrestle.
That's why people were really mad that she made it to the finals of this tournament, because she's the one who was like, "Oh yeah, I'm the reason that this tournament is happening." But then she made it to the finals and people were like, "Bro, I swear if she wins, I'm not okay with this." Like, seriously, you talk about wanting to push the women's division and then you do this and you like push yourself. Like, really, Brandi? Really?
Okay, here's the thing. I mean, she can't wrestle, but
she's a good manager.
I think the one thing
Stick to managing, bro.
Is I think that because the women's division really hasn't been strong, I was okay with her, making it this far. I didn't have an issue with it. I mean, but looking at tonight, I could see some changes happening. Like I said, with Thunder Rosa coming out and challenging Sheeta.
It was a matter of time before she came. I said a couple months ago, I was like, bro, I really want Thunder Rosa. Like, Thunder Rosa would be really, really fun. Like, I haven't seen much of her stuff, but I know that she's good, and I think that, I think that...
One of my little cats, Jenny, is here watching. You got a fan in her. Well, good.
Great. So it says we have 6 people watching, but actually we have 7.
Yeah, create a Twitch channel for your cat, and she can follow us. And you can create a YouTube channel too, but we can't do live shows.
So you don't have to do that.
Yeah. I don't like EVPs or talent and executives. They rarely put others over.
I think that the Young Bucks have done a really good job of putting people over, even though that they're supposed to be like, top executives in the company.
I think the big thing about AEW when they brought this in, when they started, I think Cody had to wrestle. I think on the women's side, I think Brandi had to be involved somehow in wrestling for the women's division. I think that you will start to see, and I've heard Cody say that he wants to eventually start to back off of the wrestling so much and just go back into the managing the company type thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I could see some of that happening, and tonight may have been the start of some of that and what they're going to do with it. But I think if the women's division steps up and they start to do some stuff, and then doing this cross promotion stuff with like the NWA, that's what I want. And then they've done some stuff, like, didn't they do some stuff with Ring of Honor or Impact?
Kind of Ring of Honor,
didn't they have someone come in from?
They had somebody from Ring of Honor, I think.
So I think if they do cross promotion stuff with Ring of Honor, Impact, and NWA, I think they're set. And I think that they could put some interesting stuff together. They could do like a night. They could like do a night of champions, where you have the cross promotions come in and wrestle each other, and do that like once a year.
Oh, but that's WWE copyright infringement.
Okay, well they can call it whatever they want to call it. I mean, like I was just saying that they could do something like a night of champions, where it's a cross promotion thing and do something cool with that.
Yeah, definitely.
That's cool. I'm a cinema supervisor and the theory relief manager and unappreciated writer.
I like writing.
Jack,
Writing's
we
fun.
appreciate you.
Writing's fun. I write all the time in my mind.
That's probably the most important thing is you've got the appreciation from the Wrestle Story here. So
I write all the time in my mind.
Yeah.
Writing
Definitely
on
FTR is
paper.
winning the tag gauntlet. They beat Hangman and Omega, then Young Bucks versus FTR, double or nothing. Yes. In your expert opinion, will the 2021 Royal Rumble have fans? Imagine being a surprise entrant in the Rumble with no fans. Maybe I can start watching, but that's a big if they treat the women better. James, over the next couple weeks, I think we'll see some changes. I think. I mean, I just get a feeling that they're kind of like doing a little more with the women. Again, I could be wrong, but I think we'll see the women. We'll start to see more women's matches on Dynamite than what we have in the past. So my expert opinion, Scott, depending on where they have the Royal Rumble.
Mr. G's an expert. Just say.
Yes.
Mr. G's an expert.
Since I'm an expert. Depending on where the Royal Rumble is. Obviously, they're going to start having some fans, at least initially, for some of the pro sports, which is stupid. I think they're going to find out that
AEW is having
probably
fans.
better not do that.
AEW.
WWE will sue over anything. Yes, they will. However, it just seems odd, like with our with our channel.
We're not being sued.
Well, I know, but I mean, like, that WWE India would be involved in this. I just can't see. I think it's like a bogus thing. At WWE, as far as WWE suing over the Night of Champions, I think you could call it Night of something else.
Yeah.
Champions are forever. They are.
I mean, there you go. Now,
I guess y'all can say I am very
AEW
biased
uses
when it
that.
comes to the women's division.
Now, if AEW
Yes,
uses
James,
that, then we can.
We know, and that's
them.
why, James, I'm telling you right now, I think that there's a good chance that this is going to start to be the women's division will start to pick up a little bit in AEW. TBS appreciate me actually means quite a bit. Thank you. You bet, Jack. Cody versus Brodie Lee.
Jinder Mahal strike.
Yes, I think it was Jinder Mahal. Him and the Singh brothers. Aren't they supposed to be from?
I think
India.
Jinder, yeah. I don't know where they build them from.
I think they're built from India.
Jinder Mahal is
I am for women's wrestling all day, every day, and twice on Sunday. Well, James, why don't you have twice on every other day, and not just Sunday?
I think Jinder Mahal is Canadian. I'm pretty sure he's from Canada.
But he's
well, I know. That's what I'm
yeah.
saying, though.
So, yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's where they bill him from. But he's Canadian, I'm pretty sure. Could be wrong there, though. But I'm pretty sure he's Canadian.
Probably.
It's sad that I know this.
He's probably like from India, or his family's from India, but he's like Canadian.
Canadian, yeah. Something like that. Look it up and watch. I'm going to be right.
Vince says the U.S.
Also,
is
I think
over
the Singh brothers are Canadian, too.
I was surprised to find out he's a doctor. There's lots of people that are doctors that have no clue. And to sit here and say we're over the worst
the
of COVID...
The Singh brothers are Canadian.
We're over the worst of COVID because, see, they talk about crushing the curve, okay? That means crushing the curve, or flattening the curve. That means you don't get up here, you don't come up the mountain, and then get up here, and then drop a little bit, and then go back up, because that's not crushing the curve. Crushing the curve, you have the curve go up, the curve would come back down, kind of like what Europe did.
Live reactions for SummerSlam on Twitch.
Yeah, we're going to have to, Scott, unless some miracle happens in the next...
And there probably won't be a miracle, but they will not stop us from having the biggest party of the summer.
Unless some miracle happens in the next 17 hours.
And I highly doubt that.
Yeah.
But,
yes. By the way, Jack, the whole COVID thing, and a lot of people think they're doctors, they obviously didn't look at history and check out the Spanish flu from 1918.
Because this is still the first wave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to open all this crap up, and then we're going to get hammered. And they have no clue. And it's not just going to be COVID that's going to be the issue, because when it hits the second time, we're going to have COVID and the flu going on at the same time.
It's gonna be great.
And all the other crap that comes out during the winter cold months.
The winter
I am
cold
Canadian.
months.
James, are you really Canadian? You're not Canadian. You're a North Carolinian.
Will there be chips? Favorite summertime food in the grill? Oh dang, chips? Yes, chips. We got French onion dip the other day, and it's actually really good. So yes, there will be chips. And favorite summertime food in the grill. What's your favorite summertime food in the grill? Burgers. I really like burgers.
Burgers are good.
Burgers.
Boogers. That's gross. Maven likes boogers.
Burgers. See, I told you I'm having an issue speaking. Burgers. Also, hot dogs are really good. I had a hot dog for dinner.
Do they call chips in Britain?
Well, chips are like fries, right?
Well, I know.
Crisps?
I think Australia calls
crisps.
Australia
are like
calls
chips,
French
right?
fries. Doesn't Australia calls French fries chips? Does Britain call French fries chips?
Nope, they're crisps.
Nope, crisps.
Just go back to Brodie,
Got
Maven.
it.
Yes, potato chips are crisps.
Got it.
French fries are chips.
All right.
It's. I know it's difficult. It's really confusing.
Tiger Ali sing in the 90s was promoted by the WWF as from the continent of Asia. That is not that specific. I know. Because like there's no other, like there's only one country in Asia. So they just throw them
hot dogs with sauerkraut is amazing. Ew.
Sauerkraut
Gross.
I don't like.
Yuck. Fish and
chips, my dude.
So anyways, real quick,
That's
we can
Australian,
get through.
right?
We can get through. No,
All right, let's get through the end of this, and then we'll talk about chips
fish
and fish.
Chips. You said it wrong.
Or fish and chips.
It's not chips and fish.
And someone that
it's
just came in is like, "What the crap? You're supposed to be talking about wrestling, and you're talking about fish and chips."
So Cody versus Brodie Lee. That rhymed.
I can't believe you.
Cody versus Brodie Lee. Brodie Lee won. He literally squashed Cody.
He got killed.
Like Cody got murdered.
I think Cody's dead.
Like Cody got beat in.
He needed
like,
oxygen.
Holy
They're
moly.
giving $2,000 to the Canadian people that, what about us? Our government is trash and don't care about it. James, hold that thought. I'm going to talk about that now that you brought it up.
Ooh, dang. So Brodie Lee won, and then Arn tries to fight off the Dark Order, but then Arn gets, like beat up, and then they stop Cody from being taken by the medical team, and then Brandy comes out and is like, no, you will not touch him. And then Anna Jay comes out and is like, ha, just kidding. I'm going to beat you up, Brandy. And then she, chokes her out. And then, Dustin and QT Marshall are brought out, and they're, dead. And so they're all just laying there on the floor, dead, and Dark Order's left standing tall. This made Dark Order look real good. I'm not mad at it.
Yes.
Pretty
I thought
happy.
it was good. I liked the way they ended this. I liked the match. I liked the way they did the match. Even though Cody got killed.
That's okay.
I thought it was a good match. I thought it was, the whole setup was good, and I'm interested to see where they go. Fries are fries and chunky chips. So would that be bigger chips? Where was Eric Rowan? The internet said Rowan was going to be there. WTF?
You got me, man.
I would say that he might be down the road in a mask, and no one will know who he is.
Way more sense than chips.
Yeah.
Yeah, chips. What is chips?
So that is the way AEW
See, sometimes
fish and chips are British staple.
Sometimes when I'm sitting there and I say a word multiple times in my head, it's like chips. That just sounds so weird. Why do we call it chips? Why is that what they chose to call this?
Because it looks like a chip.
But why though?
I don't know. Why does it look like a chip? Because
No,
it's the way it's made.
That's not what I mean. It's just weird. I don't know. I do that with.
So is there a specific kind of fish, or is it just just
So the only fish and chips that I've ever had are the ones that I made at home, and that would be it's not even fish. It was vegan fish because I don't eat fish because fish is disgusting. So
when I think chips, I think wood, like applewood chips for smoker or something. Yeah.
So
are you all actually British?
Yes, totally.
Yeah.
I speak
Can't
an
you tell?
American accent all the time.
I'm British.
I'm actually British. And this is the way I normally speak.
What are you saying, Scott? If we're not British, then we're not awesome?
This is the way that I normally... See, when I say normally...
No, wait. Stop. British people are awesome. So I'm assuming that Scott is insinuating if we're not British, we're not awesome.
Yikes. Well, I guess I'm speaking like this for the rest of my life. Because... Okay. See, sometimes it sounds kind of Australian. That sounds like Australian.
because when I say Australia, there's like it's like different vowel sounds, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just a way that you say things. I don't know. I don't know why, but sometimes when I say certain words,
the kind of British people born in the
not
Midwest.
British. They sound like a different accent
Yes.
entirely.
We are British from the Midwest United States.
Yes, definitely. Totally. 100%.
Born and raised in the United States. Half of me is British. Chunky chips are seen as So which half? So like that'd be kind of odd. Like half of you is British and then the other half. So like you got the British accent coming out of one side and then like what's the other half?
Chunky chips seen as the proper ones here, but I prefer fries.
So
I would assume that chunky chips.
Well, now Jack is like confusing me because he said half of him is British.
I
and,
would
like,
assume
so what is like the other half?
That
I mean,
probably that means like chunky chips would be like steak fries here, right? They're like a thicker fry, but then like fries are like skinny.
Usually cod, but it can be most fish. Interesting. See the Triple H and Priest picture in the pool with leather pants and beer as shot at Jericho. It's probably
that might be what they're trying to do.
That's what I would say.
I'd imagine.
But I can't.
Hake fish.
I've got haddock. Cool. I don't. Is it supposed to be hack?
I can't hack fish.
Of course, that could be some British thing.
It also could be maybe an autocorrect.
I cooked some perch on my George Foreman. We used to cook we used to have a George Foreman, and
I don't like fish. I only eat fake fish because real fish is disgusting.
Since I started like working on trying to lose weight, I've eaten more fish.
Like fish smells horrible, awful. It's terrible.
I've had
so much.
Like several different types of fish.
It's gross. I hate fish. It's gross. So gross. Ew. Disgusting. I hate it.
Yeah. She hates it.
I hate it.
Deep fried bananas are amazing.
Ew.
With mayo.
No, I'm good.
You throw the mayo on top. I'm allergic to fish, so I would make a lousy bread. Mom's British, but my dad was Irish. Cool. So you're half Irish and half British.
Yes, I would imagine. Probably. Yeah. I think that's probably what that means.
I had catfish today. Was it good, Zando?
Steak fries, exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mrs. Gleen.
Steak fries. See, I know what I'm doing. Yeah. I could be British and I could go around walking and talking like this and nobody would even know the difference.
Till you like messed up and started talking like
till I mess up and start speaking like this, and then they'll be like,
of course I can't.
Wow, that's a great American accent, and I'll be like, thank you very much. I know, I work on it all the time. It's so good, right? It sounds so accurate. Jeez.
You should do like a whole show, like British, and I'll be going, who's the dude that's speaking like American, and then you have the one that's speaking, the girl is speaking British. I want bottomless fries from Red Robin now.
I've never eaten at Red Robin. Never.
Red Robin.
I don't think I've eaten at Red Robin.
I don't think we've ever eaten at Red Robin. Real fish is good for you, baby.
Real fish is disgusting. I don't like it. It's gross. I eat vegan fish once in a while. It tastes kind of like fish, but kind of like not. And it's very tasty. Real fish is disgusting. It's very gross. It's not good. It's awful. It's not. It's just disgusting.
I swear by my George Foreman, but agree with Maven. Fish smell is a bit.
It's gross, isn't it? It's disgusting.
I don't mind fish.
It's gross. I don't like it.
Sea bass is incredible.
I
don't think I've ever had sea bass.
I think not. I don't think any fish is very good. I also don't eat shrimp. I just don't really eat
Queen
seafood.
Maven.
I just don't really eat seafood at all. Like, if it comes out of the ocean, I don't eat it. Yeah, that's kind of my rule.
What if it comes out of a river?
Ew, that's also kind of gross.
I had tofu and I didn't like it.
Tofu is pretty good.
Yeah, I didn't mind having tofu. You get people in here going, how the hell did that happen? The American dude has a daughter who's British.
I don't know. I don't eat anything that like comes out of the sea. It's just a rule. It's gross. I don't eat fish. I don't eat shrimp. I don't
Queen
eat
Maven in 2040.
any of that at all.
Also allergic to shrimp. Yeah, see, and I like shrimp too.
I like shrimp ramen noodles. That's pretty good.
You have shrimp ramen noodles.
Those are pretty good.
Maven and I eat chicken when Mr. G cooks fish.
Yup.
Yes. How would you explain 2020 to people in 2040? We would just say...
Wait. One word. I guess it's actually two. Donald Trump. That's what you would say. And then everybody would be like, oh, I got it. That makes sense. I understand why 2020 was so horrifically bad. I understand now.
I would say 2020. What's
What?
that?
When did that happen?
2020 happened?
2 words.
Worst
Never
year ever.
again.
1 word, sucks. 2 words, never again. Let's try for 3 words.
Oh, man.
WTF! Seaweed's not bad.
Ew,
See, I've never had seaweed.
Seaweeds? That's a little weird. I've never eaten that before.
They have limitation Mrs. G seafood. Or imitation Mrs. G seafood. Yeah, we've had some of the imitation seafood.
Bloody terrible. Yeah. Terrible. Awful. Horrible.
Terrible. 3 words. What the feck?
I'm not even going to say that in the accent because it's probably going to sound like something it shouldn't. So I'm not going to say that. Not going to do it.
Because we'll mess up the accent. Go, what kind of channel is this? What the heck? Yeah. Something vulgar.
Yes. Yeah, it's going to sound like something that it shouldn't.
It'd be, what the beep?
And I probably shouldn't say it, so... this year was awful.
And we have 2 hurricanes that are about to hit the Gulf Coast.
As if the year can't get worse.
Like at the same time.
It's going to be not good.
Clam is yuck. I don't think I've ever had clam.
I've never had clam either because
I don't
eat seafood.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had clam.
I don't eat it.
I've ate at one, like, Japanese restaurant. Other than that,
I mostly eat chicken.
Haven't eaten too many fish places. I have had a bunch of fish, and then I developed an allergy. As an adult, go figure. 2 hurricanes. Say what? Yeah, Scott, there's 2 hurricanes about to hit the Gulf Coast. And they're, like, going to run close together.
Exciting.
Like, I think they're still tropical storms, but they're supposed to, like, develop into hurricanes, I think, tomorrow. Or, yeah, I think it was tomorrow. They're supposed to develop into hurricanes. I already dread having kids because they'll ask me about 2015 and 2020.
So, are we excited for SummerSlam tomorrow?
Trying to find this.
Are we excited for SummerSlam tomorrow? I'm excited for SummerSlam tomorrow. Very excited. It's going to be a fun time. We are going to be streaming with our buddies.
Gulf Coast, Gulf cities caught in two forecast cones for hurricanes.
We're going to be streaming with our buddies.
Laura forecast to strengthen as it moves towards the Gulf Coast. It's supposed to develop into a hurricane. And then the other one is Marco, who is supposed to develop into a hurricane.
Ew.
And these hurricanes are like gonna hit right about the same place. What are y'all thoughts on the Canadian government is giving $2,000 to their people and our government is pure trash? James, I think there's a lot of countries, and Jack can probably answer this. Jack, did like your government give you any type of money at all to help you during this pandemic? Or
are they just as trash as our government?
Because our government, we're supposed to be like...
Our government sucks.
We're supposed to be the most powerful country in the world, the richest country in the world. And we don't help out the people, we help out big businesses. So yes, James, I think it's stupid that we did not help out the people during the pandemic, especially when we had everything shut down. Oh no, what if Marco gets stunted? Oh, that's funny.
Why did you come up with that? What, did I just like totally tune out something that you just said?
Marco is one of the hurricanes, or one of the tropical storms that's about to become a hurricane.
Oh, well, yes. I think I did just kind of tune out what
Yeah.
you said. My apologies.
Oh, don't get me started
That's
on
a
the
good
Trump's
joke.
response to COVID. What response? Did Jack ask Rose to scoot over yet after the Titanic sunk? Follow the weather, Maven. Jeez.
Sorry.
Yeah,
my
or
bad.
just listen to what I was talking about.
My apologies! I was reading something.
Gonna watch WWE Untold with
Jeez.
Sasha and Bailey. I don't know because I haven't watched.
Maybe, possibly, at some point in time.
Yeah.
I'll get around to it. Right now, no. I'm not gonna watch it. Maybe later.
James had sushi yesterday. I've
That's
never had
exciting.
sushi. It's
I
like
don't like the
I
idea
mean,
of
like,
sushi.
I
It
just-
just
I
sounds
can't-
weird. It smells weird. It's gross.
I don't know if I could
It's
do it.
all disgusting. It's gross.
I don't
man,
know
I've
if
not
I could
raised you
sit
right,
there and eat
obviously.
sushi.
I don't.
Honestly,
But it's like rice though, and seaweed, and
but it's raw fish,
yeah, it is. But
so I don't know if I could eat raw fish.
I can't eat cooked fish, so no, I wouldn't do it. It's disgusting.
Sushi would scare me.
It's just that's
Yeah.
gross.
I don't think I could eat sushi.
Thoughts on Vince doing the trust fall? Gronk looks like a fool. That's what I think about the entire thing. You got anything to add?
Where did you see that at?
Gronk looks like a baby. Thoughts on Vince doing the trust fall?
Oh, I thought it was funny.
I just think it's hilarious
I think
that
it's-
he
it's
just got
funny,
up there and
yeah.
just jumped off. Like, the report said that he had somebody catch him, but the reports were wrong. He didn't have anybody catch him. He just literally jumped off the thing and fell onto the, like, poofy fluffy thing.
So you've had sushi, Scott?
That's just like, wow. Like, at 74 years old, he jumped off that thing and Gronk was being a giant baby about it.
Yeah.
It's quite honestly
I got
very
food poisoning
hilarious.
from sushi before. Well, that's because it's just like raw. I was supposed to be at SummerSlam when it was supposed to be at TD Garden. Obviously, I'm not. Had upper class flights too, but I'm excited to watch with you.
Yes, it'll be a good
Awesome,
time.
Jack. That's
It'll
awesome.
be a good time with us and Give Me a Whole Yeah
Yeah.
podcast. Give Me a Whole Yeah podcast.
Sushi is good, guys.
No, sushi's not. It's disgusting. It's gross.
I
Fish is
just-
just gross.
I like fish. I mean,
Don't.
I don't think I could eat sushi though. Just eating raw fish just does not like.
I don't
like...
need it. I don't need it.
So
at
let me
all.
ask you this: does it taste any different raw than it does like any different raw than it does Thunderdome did 2.168 million views.
That is so much more than WWE has gotten over
Well, that's because people wanted to see what it looked like.
the last. I don't know how
sushi,
long.
like I just think it'd be too chewy. The UK government do anything with COVID? LOL. So you guys didn't get taken care of either, like some other countries. I like how Trump the other day talked about New Zealand having this huge outbreak.
Since Gronk left the Patriots, he's a fool.
Yeah, how Trump talked the other day about having this huge outbreak in New Zealand, and they had like 50 cases, and we had like 43,000. It's like, what? Are you kidding me? What planet are you on? Didn't Arn get super kicked in the grapefruits tonight? He got hit. Did he get super kicked?
I don't know. I don't recall.
I don't remember if he got kicked in the grapefruits or not. But who else did? Cole did, didn't he?
I think so.
Yeah.
During the match with
Yeah, that was.
Mcafee.
Yeah.
I think so.
I wasn't big on sushi before, but my ex loved sushi, so I learned to not hate it. That's funny. Sushi is good with rice and red wine. Okay, James, but raw fish just does not like appeal to me.
But it's still gross.
Like, I don't. It's just like raw fish just doesn't appeal to me. I just couldn't do it.
It's just gross.
All right, I think it's about time to go.
So
I can.
we'll be
Thunderdome
back.
was a mess.
We will be back.
Yes,
back,
I agree.
back,
Thunderdome
back,
was a mess. As far
back.
as I thought, the entrance and stuff like that was cool. I just didn't like the whole picture, like the people.
It was
sitting
kinda
there. I was like,
weird.
yeah, so they're gonna have to do some work with that. My wife got me eating sushi. Cool. So is sushi like the same fish all the time? Or is there like
I would imagine
different fish
there's
to
probably
use?
different ones.
Favorite alcohol, Mr. G? I don't drink. But it's like seriously, I don't like. I would eat like rum and coke. I would drink.
I would eat.
I don't see the point to all the screens. Yeah, I would drink rum and coke. And I would also have oh, help me out, Mrs. Gleen. The flavored
Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Yeah, Mike's Hard Lemonade.
It's sad that I know this.
Yeah, no.
And you can't.
Eat some rum and coke. Yeah, I'd eat rum and coke. But I don't drink.
See, and Mr.
much.
G, when he drinks, it's hilarious.
Yeah, it's not hilarious.
Yes, it is. Because he laughs, like, it's so high-pitched, and it's like the way I laugh, and it's so funny. And so Mom was like, she laughs the way, like, you sound like when you're drunk.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Hard Lemonade.
It's hilarious.
Screwdriver. Yeah.
It's really funny. Like, he says the funniest
So,
things.
Scott, to answer your question, rum and coke, and then, like, Mike's Hard Lemonade. Like, the different flavors. If I was going to drink, that's what I would drink. But, like, Mrs. Gleen can't drink right now, so we don't, like...
Well, she doesn't really
drink
drink
too
because
much.
it messes
And I
up
can't
her
stand,
stomach.
like, I can't stand beer. Like, I've never liked beer at all. None.
Ooh, I made a video once. It's always fun to play that at parties.
Yes, the video was awesome.
It's hilarious.
Yeah,
It's hilarious.
it was hilarious.
It's so funny the things he says when. It's so funny.
Drunk Mr. G video. Yeah, Drunk Mr. G video is pretty cool. Sashimi is the fish sushi. Cool. I did not know that.
Interesting.
I didn't know there was a specific...
So-
That's why I always wondered, like, when people go, I'm eating sushi, is like, what kind of fish is that? It's like, good night, guys. Awesome show as always. See you all tomorrow and Monday.
We
All
will
right,
be back
James,
tomorrow
we-
here on the Twitch.
we will be on the
Also-
Twitch. Hopefully we get things resolved, but I doubt it, so...
Also, we're doing our SummerSlam watch along, so we'll be live the entire SummerSlam.
I will never drink again. I was at a party and tried drinking bad idea.
His accents
Well,
don't improve either.
Zandale, I think you're a little bit underage to be drinking, so what are you doing, man?
So yeah.
You're probably the first kid ever underage to be drinking. What are you doing?
So we are gonna be back tomorrow. We're streaming tomorrow with Gimme a Whole Yeah podcast. We're gonna
Yes.
be here, and Ant and Dom will be here
Yes.
chatting it up about SummerSlam.
We'll be here live during SummerSlam.
During SummerSlam, it's gonna be great. Our reactions live in the
Yes.
moment. I'm sure it'll be a good time. It's gonna be a party.
So make sure you come back tomorrow.
So
and join
be
us.
there or be square.
Yep. Or be square.
What's that? The way the saying goes.
Yeah.
Be there or be square.
Yep.
Man.
I occasionally drink Sam Adams, but I don't like alcohol much. Yeah, we don't drink too much here either.
I don't drink at all because I can't.
Yeah, and Maven will never drink, so.
And even if I could drink, I can't because of my intestines.
Yeah.
It'll like mess them up. And that's why like Mom doesn't drink. Because it messes up her stomach or something.
Yep.
Like
Crohn's, yep.
Crohn's!
All right.
Great.
My dad told me a story of his first time drinking. He was 14. At least I was 18. Maven, are you doing your British impersonation tomorrow night through the show?
Maybe, possibly. I don't know. Anything's possible at SummerSlam, so why not? I mean, we'll be with our British pals, so maybe. You never know.
Peace out, everybody.
Peace out, guys.